What's going on, guys? My name is Eric, if you don't know me, and if you do, what's going on? I wanted to put together a little video to kind of sum up 2021 for me and the things that I learned. I was going to do like this whole spiel about what 2021 was, what it means. But you know what? I feel like everybody has their own different experience and they have their own different meaning for what 2021, what that meant for them. So what I did was I went ahead and just created this list of 10 things that I want to take into 2022. So number one, seeing above the situation and knowing that there's always an end to whatever we have going on. So even though it seems hard right now, at some point it's gonna come to an end. So that's number one, right? Number two, taking more time to enjoy my present state. Honestly, these past few days, that has been the case. So for those who don't know, I am a flight attendant and I travel a lot. And so much so, like literally my suitcase is sitting right here next to me and I have to pack it for my trip tomorrow. So I'm always on the go. And even before then, like I was always on the go. I also dance and I do aerial work and I also used to teach. So it was a part of my lifestyle to always be on the move. And I really had to really take the time to be able to just slow down and stop and to be able to enjoy a stillness of doing nothing. I think that's such an important thing to understand, is to being able to just know when it's time to stand still. Number three, budgeting. Oh my God, budgeting. First off, I wish there was an emphasis that was placed more on budgeting, like how to properly budget. Long story short, if you haven't budgeted, if you haven't thought about budgeting, if you have thought about budgeting, continue budgeting, do budget. If you have a crap ton of money, do budget. If you have no money, do budget. If you have a little bit of money, some money, in between money, budget. Like, it's so important. I could get into the details of it, but then it would be like a whole other video. It would. But just know that it's quite important and it's definitely going with me into 2022. Number four is
Number four,
Wow. Number four, prioritizing time to connect with God or a higher power. It is definitely important to connect with a higher power, a higher being. For me, it's God. I truly believe that in order for us to stay grounded, in order for us to be able to receive all the things that God has to offer us, you have to be able to have your own deep personal connection, whatever that means for you. Now, I have adopted some non-traditional things that some people may not agree with and some people may agree with. And I think it's all a part of making that personal journey. For me, these are things that have worked out and played well for me in my life and in my journey. And they may not work for everybody else, but they work for me. All right, number five, prioritize time for myself. So that is definitely something that I had and have a hard time doing, but it's definitely something that I am taking into 2022. It's definitely prioritizing time for myself. I feel as though, I know that I am a person that puts others before myself, and I don't tend to always think about myself. And then in the times that I do think about myself, I kind of feel like I'm being selfish. Like I'm not allowing myself to, be able to help anybody else, or feel like my actions are too selfish to the point that it affects others around me. So I think one should be a balance, but two, you definitely have to be able to disconnect and just prioritize yourself. Number six is standing in my truth. I think that is such an important thing. I have learned, one, being completely truthful, being honest with people will take you so far, and it will help you in the long run, in the short run. And at times, sometimes I think we get to the point where, there are situations that we face in life and we're like, okay, if I would not have told the truth, I probably would not have been in this situation. But you think about it, in terms of telling a lie and telling the truth, if you didn't tell the truth, yeah, it may not feel good right then and there, but it could also possibly save you from whatever you had coming, because you had no idea what the outcome would be, what the reaction was going to be, what was particularly going to happen next, and what you may find yourself in. So being able to tell your truth wholeheartedly, stand in it, because that is your truth. Nobody can take that away from you. All right, number 7 is to breathe. All right, guys, so I'm coming in to clarify what I was about to say, because initially I felt like it was just a little too much while I was editing. Long story short is, definitely take the time to evaluate whatever you have going on, to kind of pull yourself out and really inhale and exhale and let those emotions and feelings and thoughts flow, and then also releasing them. It all works in tandem, but that was all I wanted to say. Number 8, ask for help. I don't think anyone is ever too good to ask for help. I think it's a very humbling experience, and I also think it's a very needed thing to ask for help. One thing is, we're all human and we're all connected, and you shouldn't be sorry for asking for help. It's a natural thing and it happens. We all have to have help at some point, because in this world, we can't do things alone. That's why it's more than just one person on this earth. It's a whole host of us, out here living life. So essentially, we're all meant to help each other, because that's what we're here for, We're here to live our own personal lives, but within that, help another life to be able to live their best life. Hey guys, coming to interject again. Number 9 is make your health a lifestyle, not a trend. It was pretty dramatic when I did it, so I just was like, cut. But no, seriously, make your health a lifestyle and not a trend. I prioritize my health, and there are times where I fall off and I start to go into the things that make me comfortable, like eating things that I don't need to eat, and snacking on things that I don't need to snack on, and drinking things when I don't need to drink them at times that I shouldn't drink them, and drinking things that I just don't need to drink, and doing just extra things that just don't need to happen. I think just being able to be consistent with it is a part of making that a lifestyle. Also, 2, just cultivating it into our everyday lives, and not thinking of health as a chore or as a job, but more so thinking about this as like, this is the way I live my life. I want to be healthy, I want to live healthy, I want to eat healthy, and I want to live a long and prosperous life. So I wanted to interject because I was reading this book, and it was very, very helpful in terms of talking about how our health and what we eat all work in with our spirit man. And so I thought it was very important to share, just make sure that you go beyond the trends that we have on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever, on social media, but just go beyond the trends that we see online and really take the time to research what it is that works best for your bodies, and works best for your soul, because what we take in is what we produce on the outside. So if you take in good things, good vitamins, good nutrients, in turn, you produce great things. So you take in great, you produce great, It all works together. So just taking it beyond the trends, taking it beyond social media for doing it for, surface reasons. Let's take things a little deeper and dive deeper. That's it. That's all that I have right now. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, let's just make it a lifestyle and not a trend. And then lastly, I put make time for love. And by making time for love, because here I am interjecting again, I definitely mean make time for yourself, make time for your loved ones, make time for the things that you love doing. It's very important in this human experience of ours to really make time for love in all the ways that we possibly can. That's really all that I have, you guys. I appreciate you if you've watched this video thus far. Please subscribe, please comment, please like, share. Let me know your feedback and what you think, and if you want to see more, there'll definitely be more content out. My name is Eric, and I just want to welcome you to my channel. Thanks. Have a good one. Bye.